for 2010 President Scott Yates.
Former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "Do one thing every day that scares you." Well, this is my one thing for today. First, I'd like to recognize some very special people that are here tonight. To start with my beautiful wife of almost 12 years, owner of Family Care Dentistry in Middletown, and Youthful U in Middletown. Mrs. Kentucky 2007, our Mrs. World, Dr. Denise Hadaway Yates. Next, I have my oldest daughter, Claire. She's 8 years old in the 3rd grade. My younger daughter, Chloe. She's 5 years old in kindergarten. Our nanny, who lives with us, she's from Minnesota. She doesn't think it's cold here at all. Ashley Schultz. Her friend Lawrence Middleton. They know his mother, Mimi Middleton Osborne, or his stepfather, Charles Osborne. They live just a couple doors down the neighborhood. They met just walking in the neighborhood. I can meet. Next, all the way from South Florida, they drove 20 hours to be here with us. They have these things now called planes. Married 54 years last month. My parents, Bill and Carol Yates. And last but not least, my dad's brother Carl, his wife Judy, would be my aunt and uncle. You may recognize Carl from the City Police Department and now the Sheriff's Department. Carl, you know, I stand up here tonight very humbled by all the great past presidents this organization has had before. I got to admit, I'm not as talented. Can't do all the things that they have done. I'm not as pretty as Stan Humphrey. I can't make president a 4-syllable word like Richard Miles. President. I'm not the speechwriter Elmer Esposito is, with the football and teamwork and the quarterback. Remember that was the year we started dancing at 10:30. I don't have the energy John Miranda has. Of course, if I went to bed at 7:30 every night, I could probably still wins. That's why I do. I'm not the salesperson Bob Mayer is. He could have a lot of swamp in the backyard. By the time he got through talking about the aquatic wonderland, he had builders fighting over it. Not that you really had lots of aquatic swamp. Then there's Patty Sykes. Oh, I like to do everything Patty can do. But what I do serve all these past presidents and others is a passion for the building industry and a desire to get involved. And past President Rocky Pusateri once said, and I don't think he made this up, it's too good, but he once said, there are those that make it happen, there are those that watch it happen, and there are those that wonder what happened. And I challenge you to be one of the ones that make it happen. If you're thinking about getting on a committee, choose one that interests you and serve on that committee. If you have a special talent in an area that maybe you could be a education trainer in our continuing education. Maybe submit your card to be on the board of directors or maybe even on the executive board. But I can tell you from personal experience that the more you give, you will get more back immeasurably. Because of the countless people that have done this in the past, the Home Building Association has grown into the 2nd largest home building association in the country, as you've heard. When you give your speech last, you kind of steal my thunder. But it is a tremendous feat to be the 2nd largest out of 800 HBAs when you're the 50th largest by population in the country. Second only to Seattle with Atlanta, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Houston behind us. We also have the largest retention rate of the top 10 home builder associations in the country, and that's something to be proud of. And I don't have to tell anyone in this room the last 2 years has been a struggle in our industry, but I have good news. David Crow, our national economist of the National Association of Home Builders, has predicted this year, forecasted this year, to have a 27% increase in new home starts over 2009, and a 35% increase in new home sales over 2009. Existing home sales are forecasted to increase 13%, which a lot of us have home buyers that are out there waiting to sell their home before they buy new homes, so that's great news. Additionally, they forecast that mortgage interest rates to stay the same or tick slightly higher. Prime rates expected to be the same. Now these are national numbers. Global numbers may be different, but I'm a guy that likes the glass half full. I like these numbers. I think 2010 is something to look forward to in a positive light. And you need to position your company to take advantage of the uptick in business in 2010. You might also understand that today's consumer may be different than the consumer 3 to 5 years ago. It may take a new form of sales and customer connection to identify the consumer and connect him with your new home business, new home or remodeling business. And HBAL has repositioned itself to be a total resource for the help of our members, to help our members gain access to the increased business of the future. This is being done by connecting members to members by such activities as the Builder Remodeler Appreciation Night in February. It's a local trade show. It's done by sponsorship of events as well as advertising in the Builder Magazine and other publications. There's also a myriad of vehicles to connect members to consumers, such as the Trend Appliances Home Garden Remodeling Show, Louisville's Best New Homes TV show, Homeorama, advertisements in the New Home Guide, Greater Louisville Location Guide, and others, and of course the HBAL website. In addition, the Home Builder Association of Louisville will focus on education and training of our members to assist in repositioning your business. We have created initiatives to research future building trends, consumer buying trends, as well as seeking out new business areas, such as that which the federal government is focusing on housing and stimulus funds. And we have the best executive officer in the business, Chuck Kavanaugh, along with the tremendous staff mentioned earlier, with Gail, Robin, Jessica, Nicole, Margie, and others, Tara, and they will all assist in these initiatives. I look forward and am honored to be your president for this year, and I look forward to all being successful and prosperous 2010. Thank you.